Hey friends, Chelsea here with Craft and Grow. Welcome back to my kitchen. In today's video, we'll be showing you how to cook bacon and turkey bacon 10 different ways. Those 10 different ways are cast iron cold, cast iron hot, non-cast iron, air fryer, Instapot, George Foreman, in a pot, a baking rack, on a baking pan with a Silpat, and right on the grill. Let's go ahead and let's get started.
Don't go breaking my heart. I couldn't if I tried.
All right, method number one, cast iron cold. This cast iron pan is completely cold. We're gonna go ahead and put the bacon in, and then we're gonna turn it on and we're gonna bring it up slowly. All right, we're gonna turn this on to a medium-high heat and see how it goes. For safety, we have a splatter guard, so that way we don't get any grease onto us. I'm also wearing an apron as well, because grease can stain. And I also have our up gloves, because as this pan slowly heats up, this handle will get hot. So please proceed with caution. It is starting to sizzle, so we'll go ahead and give this a couple minutes, and we'll bring you back in here in a little bit. Hey friends, we're back. It's literally been 1:45 seconds and it started to spit at about 1:20. So I put the splatter guard on here. I'm going to turn down the heat just to a little bit of a medium. I'm trying really hard not to get grease splatter on myself. Already starting to crisp up. Fat is starting to render. This bacon's looking really good. Turkey bacon looking a little burnt on a few areas. But that grease is developing really nice. So we're just going to give this probably another, it's been now 2 minutes and 45 seconds. We'll bring you back probably in about 30 seconds to a minute. All right, everyone, we're coming back. As you can see, we're starting to smoke. I'm going to turn on the vent. Sorry, it might be loud. Just don't want my smoke alarms to go off. All right, this bacon is done. It has been exactly 4 minutes. So let's get this on the plate. Let's turn it off. Okay. Woo! Yep, burn that. Probably could have gone maybe 30 seconds less. So, here we have turkey bacon, regular bacon. Alrighty. So we're gonna let this cool down just a little bit, get the smoke to clear out a little bit around the house. And then we'll come back and we'll do cast iron hot. Stay tuned.
Hey Chelsea,
Yeah.
what do you get when you play tug of war with bacon?
I don't know. What do you get?
Pulled pork.
So we're back with method 2. Bacon and turkey bacon in a hot cast iron. So what we did, we walked away for a couple minutes, let this kind of cool down for a little bit. This pan is hot. The handle is hot. The whole thing is extremely hot. Let's go ahead and get this up to, again, medium-high heat. This will cook pretty fast because it is already hot. So let's go ahead and let's start our timer. Instant sizzle. I am already going to put the splatter guard on here just because I know this is going to start to spit pretty quickly. Alright, we'll bring you back in a couple seconds, maybe a minute, and see where we're at. Stay tuned. Alright, brought you back. It's been about 1:30. I'm going to go ahead and flip these. Bacon's looking really good. Turkey bacon's looking really good. Bacon looks like it's going to be ready right before the turkey bacon. Turkey bacon might take a little bit longer. So right now we're about to hit 2 minutes. Okay, it's been 2 minutes and 39 seconds. These guys are done. Looking really crispy. Really, really good. Kill the heat. Just before the smoke started to really hit, I would say these guys are done. So we'll bring it in close. The coiling on that.
And then the turkey bacon, that looks really, really great. I like this method of hot cast iron. We'll see you for method 3. Why did the pig car smell like bacon? Because his porking break was on. Third way we're gonna cook bacon and turkey bacon is in a non-stick copper pan. Go ahead and get this up to a medium-high heat. This will obviously take a little bit longer to heat up. I'm not gonna put any oil in here, I'm not gonna put any grease in here, and I'm not gonna put any butter. We're just gonna throw the suckers on there and let them fry. All right, I'm gonna throw these suckers on. Start our timer. Pan took about 2 minutes to warm up, if you will. Can already see the grease rendering away from the bacon. My pan is not flat, it likes to travel. Hey Tani.
Yeah.
What do you call a bacon with a Scottish accent?
I don't know. What do you call them?
Hamish. Alright, it is starting to spit a little bit. So I am going to just move some stuff around. And again, like I said, my pan doesn't like to sit flat. And I got all of the grease on this one side. So I'm just going to give it some help. We're already sitting at about 1:16. Bring it back probably in about 30 seconds. All right, we're up to 2 minutes, 11 seconds. I'm gonna give these guys another flippy do. That bacon is almost done. Woo! Hands are getting sassy and spitting at me. 2 minutes 45. That turkey bacon looks pretty good. I'm gonna call it at 2 minutes 50 seconds. Call it round into 3 if you're a rounder. Alright, what we have. This is what's left of the bacon. Not bad. Turkey bacon, that for me looks absolutely fantastic. A little brown on one side, curled it up, but otherwise, we got the bacon. Stay tuned for number 4. Coming to you live from the Craft and Grill kitchen, we have number 4 method of how to cook bacon and turkey bacon. My preference and preferred favorite, the air fryer. We got our flat pan. Lined it with tin foil. We got the rack on top. I do have, this is a Cuisinart air fryer. I love this. Here goes the bacons. Here goes the turkey bacons. Air fryer is set at air fry, 400 degrees. We're gonna be cooking it for about 10 minutes. It's usually ready in 8. So. Method number 4, air fryer. Hey Tani.
Yeah.
What celebrity has the best smell?
Kevin Bacon. Duh!
It's only been about 4-ish minutes. I'm gonna take the bacons out. Oh, it already looks that good. We're gonna do a little flippy. I'm gonna put it right back in the air fryer. And look, it's not even sticking. It's glorious. Oh, so good. So good! So good! Kevin Bacon good. Air fryer will take over. We'll bring you back at the very end. Back with the air fryer. Let's bring these puppies out. Oh, that was literally. You can't have any.
So good. Why?
Because the video's not done yet. got the bacons. We got the turkey bacons. Again, my preferred method.
Smells amazing.
Turkey bacon, like, it's perfect. The bacon is absolutely perfect. And with the drip pan that's in the air fryer, it doesn't sit in all of its grease because you don't want that. So, my preferred favorite.
Also, does not make your house smoky.
Very true, it doesn't. I still have residual smoke in my living room from number 1 and number 2. So, bringing it back, we'll get on to the next method. Hey Brad, what do you call a bacon wrapped dinosaur? Jurassic pork. That was funny. I thought it was funny. Hey friends, back with method 5, Instapot. Mine is a crock-pot Instapot. It is an off-brand, so if you go to look at the instructions of how to use your Instapot, it won't exactly give you the exact directions of what buttons to push, timer, blah, blah, blah. They all work differently. We have realized that with our version of our Instapot. Again, crock-pot Instapot. So, we have our bacon, we have our turkey bacon. We did look this up on YouTube and on Google, and it just said to drop these in here and get rid of your grate that usually sits at the bottom of your Instapot. We're just gonna put these in there. 2 minutes, check them, flip them or stir them around, similar to what we're gonna be doing in the pot later on in the video. And then we're gonna do another 2-3 minutes and check them and see what happens. So, all right, let's get started. So I did hit, so the Instapot directions online does say to hit your saute. Mine is brown and saute. As soon as I hit that, the timer says 30. I'm gonna turn this all the way down as far as it can go. For this, lowest I can go is 5. So I'm gonna set my phone timer for 2 minutes, come back and check it. Start, lid, always line it up for unlock, lock. See you in 2 minutes. Okay, it's been 2 minutes in the Instapot, crockpot Instapot, potato. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. Let me turn it to unlock. Not looking too bad. Give it a stir. It is spitting. I gotta push it down. Okay. So what's really nice about the Instapots, it's like pressurized cooking. So when I took the lid off, it depressurized. So I had to really push it down to relock the lid of the Instapot. I got that done. Those are still pretty raw, but they are cooking. The fat is rendering. It's doing really well. So I think I'm probably going to set my timer for about maybe 3 to 4-ish minutes. So we'll see you back. Okay, so it's been easily another 5 minutes for the Instapot. I'm going to hit stop, unlock. We got quite a bit of steam coming out. You can hear that. Okay, let's see what's happening. Oh, it looks good. Wow. It is spitting a lot, so I'm really glad I turned it off. I'm sure as it cools, the spitting will subside, but that is, be very cautious when using an Instapot. This is the turkey bacon, and whoo, that's hot. And that is the bacon. So here we go. Turkey bacon looks pretty good. Bacon looks super crispy, really nice. Still kind of sizzling a little bit. The only concern I have with using the Instapot is the fact when you remove that lid, it spits a lot at you. I mean, I definitely got it on my forearm a little bit. I'm okay. So just proceed with caution when doing this. I think my preferred method is still the air fryer or even using the bacon oven rack. But I have some people here that are going to help me judge all of the 10, and we're going to go ahead and do that as soon as we get through method 10 on the grill. See you during that method. Before I could get to the bacon tree, I got ambushed by a bunch of vegetarians.
Ambush.
Method number 6. Trusty old George Forman. We've had Mr. Forman here for several years. This is a cook style George Forman. I have my standard bacons and my turkey bacons. We might have to cram these on here, it's a little small. Okay. There goes Mr. Turkey Bacon. I do have a drip tray right below here to catch all of the grease. And I just never cooked bacon or turkey bacon this method, so we're going to come back in about 2 minutes and see what's happening. Alright folks, it has been just a minute. There's a lot of smoke pouring out of this, so I'm going to open this up and see what we have. Oh, not too bad. Lots of grease going in. Let's, our bacon looks good. I'm going to flip that over. It is spitting quite a bit. Got some nice pretty lines on my turkey bacon. Alright, so let's give this another minute and see what happens. Alright folks, it's been exactly 3 minutes. The smoke has subsided. Let's see what we got. Ooh, some nice heat in there. Bacon's looking pretty good. Turkey bacon, it's okay. I'm gonna rotate them. I'm gonna put the turkey bacon on top. See what that does. Maybe nothing. I don't know. That's how we figure it out. Okay. So we're at 3 minutes, 30 seconds. We'll come back at 4:30. All right, it has been 5 minutes. Okay, rotating, maybe not, okay. Bacon's looking kind of sad. I'm just gonna put them there. Turkey bacon cooking really uneven. Not what I would call, sorry Mr. Forman, I don't know. It is crisping up, which is great, but this unevenness, I don't know if I'd even eat that. We got some pretty raw areas here on the turkey bacon, so, but we'll find out. Stay tuned for the next method.
Hi friends, Tani here with Craft and Grow. So this baking method was actually from my husband. When we started dating, he was going to make me a dinner and we were gonna have tacos and he decided to have bacon with him and he cooked it in a pot, which I thought was the weirdest thing I had ever heard of. Like, who cooks bacon in a pot? But he took the whole pack of bacon, put it inside the pot and just opened it once in a while to stir it and it turned out pretty good. So we thought we'd give it a try today. And so what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna take your bacon, got this lovely strip, stick it in there, together, and then I'm gonna turn it on a medium-high heat. And since me and Chelsea have actually never done this way before, that we're gonna actually just kind of see how it goes. Just a little experiment here for us, because we've never done it this way. So turn on the heat, I have it on medium-high, and then we're just gonna open it every couple minutes to check on it. When we hear it sizzling, give it a little stir and wait till it's done. Hear it sizzling just to make sure it's not sticking or anything. The fat is definitely rendering and it's just getting a nice little layer of grease on the bottom. It's not sticking at all, so that's nice. All right, we're sounding awfully bubbly in there. Give her a gander. Ooh, okay. I'm kind of having to like flip it around a little bit. So since I am only cooking 2 pieces in here, I think there is like a little bit of a difference when you have a whole, you know, slab of bacon that you're putting in the pot. All the grease that probably builds up from the bacon is what really gets it all cooking evenly. So since I only have 2 pieces in there, you know, it's probably going to cook a little bit different, but not too much. But probably the amount of grease really cooks all of the bacon to give it like a nice even crisp on there. So this might turn out a little bit different than a full pot, but hey, that's why we're here. We're here to do experiments and just to see what method we like the most. Alrighty, we're at about 4 minutes. I'm going to give her another check. Okay, turkey bacon is actually looking done. Actually, 4 minutes turkey bacon. It's burnt. It's burnt. regular bacon is looking actually pretty good. I'm gonna stick that on a plate there. Thank you, Chelsea. Regular bacon also burnt 4 minutes. So that must be a pretty quick cook time. All right, hold on, I'm gonna turn that off. I probably should have done less time. Hi everyone, we're back and we're actually gonna give method 7 another try. I burnt the last one. We think that with the lid on, it just cooks a lot faster because it's holding the heat inside, so we're gonna be checking it way more often and we're just gonna see how it goes round 2. So I'm gonna stick the bacon in there again. And I am going to try it on just a little bit lower of a heat since it is just containing all the heat inside with the lid on. So I'm going for more of like, definitely like have it right on medium. And we're gonna put the lid on. And we're gonna check it in a few minutes. All right, so we have a little bit of sizzling going here. So I'm gonna open it and check it more often than I did the last one. That's for sure. We don't wanna burn it. Just gonna give it a little stir here. Once again, the fat is rendering nicely. All right, and we'll be sure to check it here in a little bit. All right, and we're just over a minute here, and I'm gonna give her another check. It's looking pretty good. I would say that I almost could turn down the heat a little bit more again. It started to stick a little bit, which I would say is a sign of it's, it's really hot in there. All right. Check it here in a few more seconds. All right, we're just at 2 minutes, so let's give her a check. Seems to be cooking a little bit better than the last time, like it's cooking a little bit lower and slower. So I would definitely, if you're gonna cook it in a pot, do it on a little bit lower of a heat because since the lid is containing all that heat in there. It's good and greasy, I can tell you that. I'll pop the lid back on and once again, gonna check it here in a little bit. All right, we're at 3 minutes. Let's give her another check. Looking so much better than last time. Low is the way to go for the pot bacon. It's not burning. It's looking, more how it should rather than burnt black. Gonna check it here a couple more seconds. All right, we're at 4 minutes. Last time at this point, we were burnt. Looking pretty good. Give her a little stir, which I always think is funny. My husband always said, "Yeah, gotta stir the bacon." I'm like, what is stirring bacon? Cooking it in a pot. How odd. Alright, put the lid back on. We can still keep cooking, it looks like. But it's turning out much better than last time. Hey, when it doesn't work the first time, try again. We're at about 5 minutes and 20 seconds here. Oh, this is looking so much better. I'm just going to give that one a little flip, a couple more seconds, and it should be good. All right, after this little bit, we'll check it. I think it'll be good. All right, we're at 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Ooh, and we're looking good. Oh, you know what? This is ready. This is so ready. Set my lid over there. So yep, low and slow, as we figured out, was the way to go with the pot. And you know what? That's kind of perfect if you're cooking a lot of other things. While you're cooking your bacon, you don't want to necessarily have your bacon be the first thing done while you're cooking another recipe or something and you want it to take a little longer. Well, then cook it in a pot and stir it. That took about 6 minutes. Here is my bacon. Here is my turkey bacon. Looks pretty good. Interesting method for sure. We'll see you at the next method. Last batch.
There's good bacon in there.
It's great.
Method 8. So I don't know if you know this about me, but when I was traveling through Southern Europe, I tried some bacon. It had a little too much grease in it. I have the baking pan, I have tin foil, a baking rack, I have 2 slabs of turkey bacon because someone in my house right now would like some bacon, and I have regular bacon. I have preset the oven to 400 degrees. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do this for anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes. We'll set the timer for 20, check it at the 15-minute mark. See you back. Hey folks, welcome back. This method is the baking pan on the rack and the tin foil, so that way the grease goes through the rack and that doesn't just soak into the turkey bacon or the bacon itself. So we have 8 minutes left on the timer. Let's go ahead and see what we have. Woo! Look at all that grease on the bottom. Looking really good. Just gonna give her a quick flip. Nothing spitting at me. Turkey bacon's looking really good. I'm gonna go back in for probably the remainder of the time. We did set the oven timer for a solid 20 minutes. We did set our phone timer for 15 minutes. I think we're gonna go the remainder of the 7 for the even 20 minutes. So bring you back in 7 minutes. It's been a solid 20 minutes. Ooh, that looks pretty good. Turkey bacon looks great. Ooh, that bacon looks super crispy. All the grease is on the bottom. Bacon looks pretty good. Looks great. Alrighty. See you at the next method. Hey Tani.
Yeah?
Where'd the magical pig go to school?
I don't know where.
Hogwarts. Bacon for days. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for number 9. We have a baking pan, a Silpat. We have our bacon, our turkey bacon, and we're going to be putting this in the oven at 400 degrees for anywhere between about 15 to 20-ish minutes. We will be checking it throughout to see its level of doneness. So, let's go. Here we go. Set it for 20. I'm gonna set my phone for 15. All right, we are back at the oven. It has been 15 minutes for our bacon and turkey bacon on the Silpat baking dish. We're gonna check on it. Like I said, it's been 15 minutes. Ooh, this thing is just swimming in grease. Looks pretty good. I've never cooked bacon this way. This is the first time for me. I'm gonna give it one flip. I would say this is almost done. I am gonna put it in just for maybe another 2 more minutes. So I don't know if you can see that, but again, I don't want to get the grease everywhere. All right, it's been an additional 2 minutes. We're gonna come back and check out our bacon, our turkey bacon on Silpat. I'm gonna call that done. Lots of grease on that Silpat. Lots of grease. So here we got the bacons. Looks pretty good. Crispy. Turkey bacon. Looks really good. No, I don't see any burnt marks, which is really good, but it was literally sitting in all of the grease. So, all right, come back. We'll get on to the next method. Hey friends, we're outside. It is a little brisk here in Zone 6B, Southwest Michigan. This is our final method, our 10th method of cooking bacon and turkey bacon on our little grill. So I did turn this on. It is at a low medium heat. I have my bacon and my turkey bacon right here on a piece of tin foil. I folded up the sides to catch all the grease. We're just gonna plop this on. Woo, feel that heat. And then we are gonna check this in probably about 5 minutes. It's cold, let's go in. Okay, we're back outside. It's still cold. The bacon and the turkey bacon are doing actually quite well. So this is on a low medium. I'm gonna go ahead and flip them. And I'm actually gonna increase the heat a little bit and see how that works. Set my timer again for another 5 minutes and we'll come back out and check it. All right, so we're back outside. It's not any warmer out. The grill has been going for now probably about 8 minutes. And I've burned the bacon. It is not burn, but I would say well done. Well done. So I did increase the heat, as I told you prior, to a medium high, or probably a little bit more on the higher side. Yeah, that just broke apart right there in the middle. And that's the end. Nope. It still looks kind of good. Turkey bacon looks great though. So probably just should have kept it at a medium low for about 8 minutes, and it probably would have been fine. So I would still grill bacon on a grill. I think it's just as good. But again, you got to really watch your grill. So, all right, I'll meet you back inside and we'll do a synopsis.